What if I told you that one of the most successful companies in the world was started in a small garage? This is the story of a man who changed technology forever. This is the story of Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs was born in 1955 in California, but his life didn't start easy. He was adopted by a working-class family who loved him and supported his curiosity. From a young age, Steve was different. He was curious, creative, and always thinking beyond limits. As a teenager, Steve became interested in electronics. He met a genius engineer, his friend Steve Wozniak. Together, they shared a passion for building things. This friendship would change the world. In 1976, Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak started a company in a small garage. That company was called Apple. They built their first computer. The Apple I. It wasn't perfect, but it was revolutionary. Soon, Apple started growing. Their next computer, the Apple II, became a huge success. People loved it. Apple was no longer just a small startup. It was becoming a powerful company. But success didn't last forever. In 1985, Steve Jobs was forced to leave Apple, the company he created. Imagine that. Being kicked out of your own company? It was one of the hardest moments of his life. But Steve Jobs didn't quit. He started a new company called Next. And he also bought a small animation studio. That studio later became Pixar. Pixar created movies like Toy Story and became a massive success. Years later, Apple was struggling. They needed help. So they brought Steve Jobs back, and that moment changed everything. After returning, Steve Jobs introduced products that changed the world: the iMac, the iPod, the iPhone. These weren't just products, they were innovations. They changed how we live, how we communicate, and how we see technology. Steve Jobs believed in one thing: think different. He believed that people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who actually do. In his final years, Steve Jobs faced serious health issues. But even then, he continued to work, to create, to inspire. In 2011, he passed away. But his ideas never died. Today, Apple is one of the biggest companies in the world, and it all started with a dream, a garage, and a man who never gave up. Remember this: success doesn't come easy. You will face failure. You will face rejection. But if you believe in your vision and never give up, you can change the world. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe to SoarStore for more inspiring videos, and tell us in the comments what inspires you the most about Steve Jobs.